trying a new series, Morning Coffee with Cliff. Let me know in the chat where you're from. I will check it out in a little bit. Of course, it's too sunny right now, and I'm a little bit far away from you. But Morning Coffee with Cliff, I was thinking of making this a new series every morning just because my joy comes from having a positive impact on other people. And I like going live in the vertical mode at least once a day. I know it shows up in the shorts feed and people are jumping in and out, but it lets me connect with people who aren't already subscribed. So good morning to you wherever you are in the world. I'm in the Thousand Islands region of upstate New York. Morning Coffee with Cliff. Cheers to you. Cup of coffee. Let me know if you think this would be a good series. I could do it on a daily basis, but maybe I should do it probably in horizontal form. I know this is kind of technical BS, but it's just a way I think of growing the channel, connecting with more people, on a real basis. It's not AI generated BS. I hope you can tell this is not a green screen, everybody. I am actually here in this beautiful setting on my own private island in the Thousand Islands, New York. And I hope that comes across how it actually is, which is raw and real. I'm actually here. I'm actually by myself here on my own private island. It was handed down from my grandmother. She bought this place in the 1940s. And then she handed it down to my mom, who has since now handed it down to me. And so it's been in the family for over 80 plus years. It truly is a paradise right here on Earth. And it's really good for rejuvenating. It's for recharging the soul. I can't hear a car. So the senses are hypersensitive to the beauty of nature. And that's very, very powerful. Now, I can't live here full time because it's a seasonal place, but I think that's a good thing. Because, after I'm here 4 to 5 months from mid-May until October, by the end of the season, I'm ready to go back to Florida. Back to my other connections, my other communities, my tennis club, and the couple of gyms that I work out in. And so I'm glad you're here. Let me know in the chat. Make a comment where you're from. I will answer you. I will respond as soon as I'm done with my morning coffee with you. Right now, I can't see you. Hey, thanks for chiming in. I know somebody's there, and it only takes one. If I have a positive impact on one other person during the day, I have set that bar to that level. That makes me happy. That gives me a sense of joy. And I'm in a position right now, financially and otherwise, where I can share these thoughts, ideas, principles, and values that I hope will have a positive impact on other people. And I actually know that it does. From time to time, people leave me comments or respond to my videos. And I have a couple of podcasts that I actually video on my YouTube channel. We are growing, a community of progress, if you will. Slow and steady, but definitely raw and real right now this morning. You can bet your life. This is not AI generated. You can bet your life. This is not a green screen. That's why I'm out here this morning, having a cup of coffee with you, sharing my morning thoughts with you. It's a great way to start off the day. As you can tell, however, it is not balmy. It is a 57 degrees here, but in the sun, it's not too bad. And the little wisp of clouds that are overhead are about ready to burn away. So it's hopefully going up to about 68 today. Here, I'm in the United States, everybody. I'm in the Thousand Island region of upstate New York. And I know that I have to keep saying that because I know people chime in sometimes from all over the world. What an amazing time to be alive, that we can live stream live in real time and connect with people all over the world. Last week I had people from Italy, France. I'm thinking of my favorite person that comes back. French red wine always chimes in. So I have some regulars, even though I like to go live in the vertical mode because I connect with people who are jumping in and out of the shorts feed. And so I connect with people who aren't already subscribed. And it's a way of building the channel. And so I'm thinking about making this maybe a daily thing every morning. A little morning coffee with Cliff. Let me know if you think that's a great idea. Sharing thoughts of the day, and we're going to be able to take on our day. And listen, take control of your day. Start in the morning. That's what I do, and that's what I'm relaying to you in a real, raw way. And just probably like you, I'm tired of AI generated BS. I enjoy AI stuff for their entertainment value. It helps me create thumbnails and those kinds of things, but I don't like when it's used in a negative way to fool, deceive myself and or other people of what somebody might have said, which did not actually happen. Happen. So I think in the creative world, getting raw and real, we're getting back to real life. What's that show? IRL, in real life. Real life, how we're actually living, what we're actually thinking, what we're actually doing. That's why I'm here live and raw and real with you. There is no teleprompter here with me. There are no notes. It's just me, raw and real, getting ready to take on my day. And if you don't know already, everybody, I'm Cliff Yates. This is my channel. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel. It costs you nothing. It tells whatever the damn algorithm is that people are interacting with my channel, and they show it to more people. That's how YouTube works. When you create something, they put it out there kind of as an experiment to see who it might serve. YouTube's trying to serve an audience. I'm trying to serve an audience. I'm trying to serve people who are really interested in trying to get better every day in every way than they were yesterday. If that resonates with you, then you're in the right place. Join me here on my own island paradise, Elm Tree Island, Hammond, New York. You can look it up on Google Earth. I start my morning. I get alone with God. I do read scripture. I am a believer. I do read the Bible. And then I go to some other readings. I spend a good hour in the morning reading, but I am on top of that, as a little frosting on the cake, I'm thinking about creating a series every day in every way on this channel, maybe doing a morning session, right? Coffee with Cliff from the island as a motivator, right? I want you to see that I'm actually here. You know, it's not a green screen. I mean, there's such a plethora, a multitude of channels. I know there's people that sit out in front of their oak tree, but I'm lucky enough. I'm thankful enough. I have enough attitude of gratitude to know that I'm here in this island paradise that my grandmother laid down many years ago. And I can share that with you. I mean, that's a little bit unique. And so all of us, I know you do too. You have so many unique facets to your life, which is why I like to connect with other people. I like to interview people on my YouTube podcast, and it goes out to all the podcast platforms. But I like to interview different people who have accomplished different things because I learn so much from their life. Their life is an example that has so many lessons to it. And so I get so much out of it. I know what that does for me, and that's why I like to be the creator of such content myself. Not mindless bullshit. You know, I like it to have value. Now, sometimes solitude can be valuable to us, right? Getting alone with ourselves and our own thoughts. Now, that's an amazing thing that I was studying earlier today, right? I was reading a book by Charles, oh my goodness, can't think of his name, but it's The Untethered Soul. And it really is, it's about the amazing thing about our thoughts. Think about your mind. If you die and they do an autopsy, they can't find your mind, right? It's unseen. It's a separate thing. It's a field of energy where your thoughts are created. Your mind is different than your brain. Your mind uses the brain, or the brain uses the mind, and it creates thoughts. We're the creator. Can you imagine, with everything that man has created, government and otherwise, high-speed computers, gamma rays, MRIs, everything in the world, nobody can read your thoughts. You know you're in there. You know because you're in there right now. Those thoughts you're having, no one can read them. You're having them. That's a personal to you. The outside world is separate and alone from your thoughts, distinct and different. You have those. You have that power. It's pretty amazing when we become more and more conscious of our personal power, specifically with our mind and our thoughts. The Buddhists talk about emptying the mind. In other words, they have that field of energy. That's what our mind is. It creates thoughts, but if we can empty it, we can kind of have it in reboot. We can kind of build up a new sensitivity to the outside world that are the important things to pay attention to, right? Our brain is so efficient at deleting, distorting, and generalizing because it wants to be as efficient as possible. And the more we can understand, the best we can understand our mind and how our brain works, the more that we can run this thing ourselves. We can take more personal power. That's the kind of content that I love to create. It gives me joy, and it gives me greater joy when I know I've had a positive impact on somebody else. When I've said, done something, and someone has taken what I said or modeled what I've done, they've put it into their own life and they have gotten great results. That makes me happy. I know it's happening. I know it happens because every once in a while, someone like you personally sends me a message or leaves a comment and says that, hey, you had a positive impact on me. What you said or did, I thought about it. I did something about it. And this is the result I got. You know, I want to encourage you to have the joy that I have. And that is positively impacting other people. And don't wait for tomorrow. Start today, now, this moment, nothing in the future, only here, only now. There is just this. Where do you start? Have a personal, positive impact on yourself first. Hey, number one person you can start with, you. No one can be around you like me. I can have a positive impact on myself. Right now, you have the same power within you. These are the kind of things that I talk about, that I study, that I love to relay and create content with, regardless if I get any response or not. It's the joy that I get out of continuing to learn new things, new avenues of things, of the mind, of thought patterns. Because I know over 40 years ago, I changed my thinking and then my world changed. I changed and then things began to change for me. And then I got excited, immersed, began to study more and more. Followed, I guess you would call, all the big ones, the big guns in the personal growth field, right? I follow Mel Robbins, I follow Tony Robbins, Les Robbins, all the Robbins. I'm Cliff Yates. This is my channel, everybody. It's unique to me. Give me a like and give me a subscribe. I want to grow this channel bigger and bigger because that's an innate drive that we all have. You have it too, to expand and express. Believe it or not, we all want to continually grow. We're always growing. We're like a plant or anything else in nature. If we're not growing, we're dying. It's one or the other. Everything is in constant movement. Everything's a vibration. And I love studying this kind of things, especially in this atmosphere here. I get to be here in this moment. I have an attitude of gratitude for this moment. But even more joyful is when I get to share it in person with people, when family comes, when friends come, people I love come, people that I don't know that well I've connected with, and I host them here on my own private island. I have a great satisfaction. We fellowship together. And yet I can do it now with you in this way. Think about technology today. You can think negatively. Your perspective could be negative. People use it in a negative way, or we can use it in a positive way, right? I'm alone here on my private island, but yet I can connect with you. Live feeding, live streaming. You can see me in real time, real life. You can know that I'm not AI generated. Son of a bitch, I'm a real person. This is not a green screen. This plethora life of green screens and AI generated fakeness, right? We crave reality, realness, right? In real life. And I'm here in real life. Hey, everybody, let me know what you think. I'm thinking about creating a morning ritual where I actually live stream morning coffee with Cliff. It might be a new segment, right? A new series. Maybe I'll make it a playlist. Yeah, a new playlist. Morning coffee with Cliff. Let's share ideas how we're going to take on the day. You know what? Share with me your thoughts on that. Morning coffee with Cliff. Should I make it a playlist? maybe make it a series. I'm going to be also doing a, hey, sunsets from the island. I'm actually doing that on my Island Life channel. I got another channel. It's all about living on a private island. It's separate from this channel, although I'm going to connect with them. Oh, beautiful. A nice cool breeze, and then the sun is blocking the sun. It's amazing, right? How fast it gets cold when that sun is blocked. All right, everybody. I'm so glad to connect with you this morning. Yeah, I'm 68 years young. That's quite a few years that I've gathered, but I'm going to tell you right now, with ambition, excitement, enthusiasm, I'm only 29 years old. In my thinking, I'm only 29. Unless I look in the mirror, I am not aware of any age whatsoever. So maybe I'll avoid looking in the mirror the rest of the day to keep that 29-year-old energy up. Yesterday, I did something crazy, right? I get crazy motivated. I follow this guy who, I don't know, well, pretty much every day he live streams, a young man, of course, and he's over 30 for sure. He does 1,000 push-ups a day. So yesterday, I always had it in my mind to do 1,000 push-ups. So yesterday I did it, not all at once. It took me about 8 hours. I would do 20 here, 30 there, vary my hand position, and a couple times I did 40. But other than that, most of the times I just varied my push-ups, 20 or 30 at a time. But and I started at 9 in the morning. So by 5 last night, 8-hour day, I had 1,000 push-ups. I'm never doing that again. Man, that was tough. I had to really, it broke up my day too much. I would spend an hour and I'd do 10, 20 here, 25, 30 there. So in an hour, I'd get, 150, 200 done. And then I would wait a couple hours and I would start banging out 30 more, 30 here, 30 there. And then by 3 o'clock, I said, shoot, I got 700 push-ups in. Damn it. I wrote down on my dry erase board 1,000 push-ups. Put that in my mind. I created the image. I wrote it down. I thought it. In my mindful field of energy, I created the thought of doing 1,000 push-ups. I wrote it down. I looked at it. I said it out loud. And damn it, by the end of the day, I did it. Stupidly. I don't know. I always wanted to do it. I have a sense of satisfaction. I do crazy things, and I know you do too. Share those with me. Here comes the sun, everybody. I'm in the Thousand Islands region of upstate New York. I don't know where you are. Leave me in the comments. I will answer all the comments. I will reply. What's good about this is a question we can ask in every situation. Right now, my channel is, how small is it? I can still answer all comments, questions, and I interact with you. And sometimes I do it live, but this is a new series I'm trying. Day 1, Coffee with Cliff from my island. This is the real deal. This is no green screen. I'm here in this island community of Chippewa Bay, New York, the Thousand Island region of New York. There's actually 1,864 islands here, everybody. You know what? And I want you to know, as I know in myself, like Les Robbins said, one of the Robbinses that I follow, Les Robbins, he's an old business life motivational guy, still going at it today. He's an inspiration, started from nothing. Just like a lot of people who've come to the country as immigrants, even people born here, come from nothing, but have created so many great things. And we are creators. That's the message that I'm going to convey to you. Morning Coffee with Cliff. Glad you're here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's my call to action, everybody. I am growing the channel, but still small enough. I'll answer your questions. I will answer your comments. And, thankfully, I haven't had a lot of comments, but they've all been positive. And that's not always the case. I go live pretty frequently, not always in the vertical mode. In the vertical mode, I know it shows up in the shorts feed. It kind of invites people who aren't already connected or know who the hell I am. So sometimes we get the trolls. Of course, when you're in your mother's basement, you have the power to throw slings and arrows. You have the keyboard ability to throw hate out there. But that's the nature of the game. And I'm willing to be open-minded and open-hearted. to take the slings and arrows that might come my way because the return on investment is so much greater. You know, it's like being open-hearted and open-minded. The chance of you having a rewarding and loving relationship goes up by 1,000% if you're willing to be open. But of course, openness is going to leave you vulnerable to hate and hurt. Oh, H and H, hate and hurt. You can be vulnerable, but you know what? You have to be willing to do that. You got to be able to brush it off. You have to be able to heal and go forward as if you weren't hurt. Heal the heart and then go forward open-minded and hearted again. Because I've had great loves in my life, great relationships and connections that were only possible. Only deep relationships, not surface level, are only possible if you're open-minded and open-hearted. Hey, I'm glad you're here, everybody. Hey, listen, attitude of gratitude, there's nothing that I have more than that. And I want to share that with you. And listen, have a positive impact on yourself and other people. There's no greater joy. I'm telling you, it's worth more than $1 million could ever bring you. You know, money allows us to do great things, but you know what? Love people, use money, not the other way around. We don't want to love money, use people. It's all about loving people, then we use money. And up to a certain amount, money will help us in our happiness. It's done and been proven by a Harvard study that's still going on today. Happiness, the key to a fulfilling life, is really a direct reflection of the quality of our relationships, not the quantity. We don't have to have a lot. If we have 2 or 3 really close, deep relationships, it's going to create a satisfied and fulfilling life, everybody. And that's the true thing. I know I've tried this stuff out for the past 68 years. And maybe that's why I keep getting younger and younger. Maybe that's why I have more energy and more positive feelings than I do negative. Maybe that's why more and more, every day in every way, I seem to be getting better than I was yesterday. And maybe that's why I want to relate those kinds of thoughts and feelings. Morning Coffee with Cliff, everybody. I'm on my own private island here in upstate New York. I'm glad you're here. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Join a community of progress. I follow people like Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, Les Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Lewis Howes, Ed Milet, these kinds of people who really are out there in the world to have a positive impact on other people. I don't really comment on politics so much, although, you know what, we're all political beings to a certain extent, but I'm really focusing on how we can do better every day in every way than we were yesterday. If that resonates with you, let me know in the comments and subscribe. Morning Coffee with Cliff, a new series that I'm trying and starting here. Let me know if you think this will work out. I'm going to try it for a few days. You know, based on your feedback, I'm going to make a decision on to continue with Morning Coffee with Cliff from the island. If you think this kind of thing has value, and maybe I won't be doing it in vertical mode. I go vertical live, and I like going live because, you know, it's raw and real. It's not AI generated. There's no green screen behind me. This is me on my own private island. But I connect with people who aren't already subscribed. But I know in the horizontal, that's a more organic way. Well, not a more organic way, but it's more subscribers will come to it later in the playback. But, you know, YouTube is really pushing out shorts. I mean, if I create a short, the amount of views skyrockets. And live in the vertical mode shows up in the shorts feed, which gets me to connect with more people. So live in the horizontal does not show up in the shorts feed. And it mainly is targeted to people who want that content or who are already subscribers or who have been connected to me in the past. But this way, I connect with more people. And there's no greater joy than connecting with new people like you. Unless you're returning. And if you are, I'll give you a hug and a kiss right here, electronically. Laugh at yourself and laugh with other people. No greater joy. All right, everybody. I hope this resonated with you. If so, subscribe to the channel. This has been Morning Coffee with Cliff from my private island. That's a new series I'm going to try for a couple of days. If you think it has some worth and value and you enjoyed it, let me know. I'll probably continue it. All right, everybody. You know I love you. I'll see you in the next video. That's it. This is like day one of this series. I'm going to make a new playlist, I think. And you know what? Morning coffee with Cliff from the island. Why not? I think it could be motivated. It could be inspiring. It could have a positive impact on a lot of people. But you know what? One person at a time. I had a pastor tell me one time, Cliff, you have the gift of encouragement. I thought, wow, you know what? I felt good about that. That resonated with me. Because, you know, we start with ourselves, right? We can encourage ourselves. We can speak courage into ourselves. And you can't help somebody else without helping yourself. So if I speak courage into you, it helps me. And so I want you to try that today. Start right now with yourself. Speak courage into yourself. Encourage yourself. Then do it with other people. Catch people doing something great. Hey, man, you're awesome. You know what? I like it. You put your grocery cart back. I do the same thing. See how you can do that? I don't care where you are. Hey, I like that jacket. Awesome. Hey, I love that shirt. You know, whatever it is, speak encouragement to somebody else. You know what? You're opening the door to connection with other people. If nobody responds to you, it's not rejection. It's not failure. You know, that's not going to shut you down. Don't look at it that way. Change your perspective of, you know what? Hey, I said hi to 10 people. I got no positive response. I failed. It's not failure. It's feedback. And you know what? It's on them. Your intention was to feel joy by expressing it. And you were opening the door for them to connect with you. If they didn't make that choice to connect with you, that's on them. That is no failure on your part. Put that out of your mind, you courageous champion, you. All right, thanks, everybody. Morning Coffee with Cliff. I'm so glad you stopped by. I'll see you in the next video. I know that for sure. You're awesome.